It's week 4 of the 2037 season, and we'll see this team's sure-handed wide receiver. He comes in 4th in the NFL in receiving yardage. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, or maybe 6 points too.
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down. Now here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He does it. Touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Tight end going in motion here. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they have 3rd and short. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 28. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a first down. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll try and punch it in. Has them the touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, Williams. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Gets this one to Harrison.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they take him down right along the 30. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some... Quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys have taken the first quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 46. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that means 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. Results there, 1st down.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here from the gun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This throw is cut. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
There's no question this group wanted to be aggressive in the red zone. Back-to-back passing plays, but an incompletion and now a sack means they've done nothing but go backwards. Time to find a little better protection and much, much better result.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And these guys tie things up at 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion right. Williams from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Williams. Finds a man, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got Harrison. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Back now, pressure on its way. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Williams. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense running back out now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They're going play action. Completed to his running back.
Whether they meant to go to him or is an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. First down, Williams. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams will look to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? To throw, Williams. That one's complete, right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. 23-17, the final score.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Throwing now, off play action. Got a man, Patterson has it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play, and it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Handoff now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This one's caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys tie this game at 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Short pass brought in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got Harrison. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And they'll have first down. Williams from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on second, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Brought in right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. First down throw by Williams. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now it's 3rd and short. Williams to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. Is in. Touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They go play action on 1st. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. Design bootleg here. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Catch made by Allen. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Throwing off the play fake here. It is Cup, left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Allen on the catch. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it's caught, touchdown! These guys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. 1st down, Williams. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running it now out of the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Well, a roar from the crowd as they saw the replay on the big screen, and they will
play is
indeed
under
get a
review.
challenge. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch
Yeah.
of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He stays. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense ready to take the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Play action on 1st down. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up. The running back gets it on the draw. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense getting all set for this series. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
He's back to throw. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 2nd and 3 now. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Williams to throw on first. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So that brings up 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Taken in by Harrison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys down by 7. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He'll look to throw it. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here he is to throw. Oh, he lost the football. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. You know, only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Back out runs their offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Final kneel down here, and that should put a bow on this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.